Hi, and welcome to beautiful Hawaii. My daughter and I visited back in 2009, as you can tell from if you see like the date stamp on the bottom, and we visited Maui and Honolulu. And just to give you a little bit of background about Hawaii, this is just us entering Hawaii. I rented a car I think I was there for about 8 or 9 days, and we rented a car, and my daughter had just learned how to use maps. And so she was basically my navigation system, so to speak. But anyway, Hawaii was actually became part of the United States or the Union August 1st, 1959. And it's like in the northernmost island part of the Polynesia and in the central Pacific Ocean. And I have to tell you that it's just water and water and more water. Hawaii has a very diverse natural scenery. It's a very warm tropical climate. There's a lot of beautiful abundance of public beaches, oceans, active volcanoes, and it's a really, really great, beautiful spot for tourists, for biologists, if you like volcanoes, and if you just want to relax. Now, Hawaii, I think, would probably be a vacation more suitable for kind of the younger kids. I want to say about maybe 10 to 13 years old. I actually took my daughter here when she was 12. In these pictures, she was about 12 years old. And we had a wonderful time. So we were in Maui, and we stayed in Maui for about 5 or 6 days. And then we went to Honolulu for a couple of days. And then we came back and we left for Maui because we had actually a family member that lived in Honolulu. This is where we stayed. We stayed at this beautiful resort. Now there's high-end, there's mid-end, and there's low-end, like kind of bed and breakfasts that you can stay, but we stayed more kind of in a mid-end place. It was a resort that I had actually rented from a friend who actually couldn't make it to her resort, so I paid her and I ended up staying here. Beautiful, beautiful tub, beautiful queen-size beds. My daughter had her own room. I had my own room. And it was just very tranquil and just very, very beautiful. Very relaxing. The fresh floral air kind of energizes you. As you can see, that's the morning from the morning sun. And this is the view from our deck, which is, I wouldn't really call it a deck, but it was the view from outside. And this is the view that we had every morning when you open up the windows and you went through the back. That's what you saw. So I have to tell you that, this is us at a luau, and that's kind of a goofy picture of me, of course, but a luau is sort of like a traditional Hawaiian party or feast. That's where they roast the pig, and they have, I just took one picture of that. I didn't take any more, but I just kind of wanted you to get the feel of what a luau is. And this is a traditional luau party where they dance and they dress up, and they actually do luau's for like graduation and weddings and so forth. But we had I want to say that we had an absolutely fabulous time, and the dancers were absolutely amazing. But more to speak, I can't tell you about it. You have to go, and you actually have to visit Hawaii. And MomVoyage travel. This is Honolulu. This is Honolulu for the day. And Honolulu kind of looks like New York City a little bit, but it's like a tropical New York City. But just getting back to MomVoyage travel. MomVoyage travel will go anywhere you want us to take you. Whether it's Maui, like what we did for the week, and then we ended up going to Honolulu for a couple of days, or you just kind of want to just stay in Maui, and you just want to just relax and go ski, surfing, or I said skiing. You want to go surfing, or you want to just relax on the beaches. There's a lot of things to do. The big tourist spots in Hawaii, especially in Maui, is the Hana Highway, which is what my daughter and I took. And I'm not going to pronounce this properly, but it's the Helakela National Park, which is also where my daughter and I were, and Lahana. I do a lot of research before I go to these places myself, so I know where to go and where not to go. because I want to get the best experience that I possibly can whenever I go on vacation. So anyway, at Halakila, it's a dormant volcano, but at least you get to see one high up. This is my daughter snorkeling. I didn't have the guts to snorkel, but this is her getting into the water and getting ready to jump in the water and go snorkeling. And so she ended up going underneath, and there were fishes around, and it was really, 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 really beautiful. And there she is swimming in the water. So, you know, there's all kinds of activities for kids. There's all kinds of activities for adults. The food, I remember, is amazing. I have to tell you that my daughter and I did not have to order 2 separate meals. We literally ordered one meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it was so big that it was enough for both of us, because the meals there are kind of, how do I explain? They're very, very, very hearty kind of meals. And that's one of the dormant volcanoes that's there in Hawaii, that I was telling you a little bit about earlier. But this is us on an evening dinner cruise, which is one of the excursions that we took. We had food, and we had I think it was a appetizer, then it was a salad, I think it was a 4-course meal, then it was a main meal, and then it was dessert. And it was about 2.5 hours that we stayed out in the middle of the water, just circling around Maui, and that's the end of the evening. You know, basically when the sun was going down. So I hope that you come and visit Hawaii, and I hope that you let MomVoyage do that for you. Thank you.